Hi, welcome again to one of my commentary videos. This match is Starstruck versus Shadow Team MKC match. I didn't upload GP1 just because I kind of failed and it's kind of embarrassing. So I may decide to upload it later on, but for now I decided to just do GP2 and GP3 just because first GP was kind of boring and I kind of screwed up a lot, so I don't want to see that fail again. Anyway, so I start off the match. Sunny has the build at this point. I stopped to waste my triple shooms, and for whatever reason the game decides to give me the shock on the first try, so now I'm in 8th on SNES Ghost Friendly with the shock with Sunny and a build, so things are turning out well. We do have top 2, but if you notice, there was a POW right after the shortcut that really killed Russo and Joe a bit, so they managed to catch up, and then near the last bit, Sunny uses his bill, and he bills someone, and we get top 2 because Joe managed to overtake whoever was in front of him, and Russo got owned by something, I'm not sure what, but the POW was basically what started it. And one of them DC'd in this race. I think it was ST Hunter, so we're playing a 4v5 starting here. So right now we have a clear advantage over Shadow Team, which we need because we lost first GP. Like I said, I kind of failed hardcore on it, but ignoring that, I think we're doing fine. Anyway, so I get a single red, and of course I'm not gonna use it to race. I'm just gonna go stop and try and hit someone, but KN dodges it by hitting the wall or whatever, making it hit the post. I leave the item box, Joe grabs it, but it's fine because I could just go for the other one, and for whatever reason, again, shock again. Fortunately, at this point, Russo got the bill, so right now we have a bill, and I think Joe gets a start later on, but we have at least a dodge, which is really good on Coconut Mall, but Shadow Team at this point, I think, has top 3, because considering the fact that they're all taking the shortcuts, so yeah, they have top 3, so we're kind of in a bad spot. We're kind of bottom 3 with Joe there, and I think Sunny's in like 5th or something. So at this point, we're kind of just waiting a bit. We want to shock at the good spot. I'm pretty sure you guys know the overused first set of boxes last lap box, but it's fine because they have top position, so they're not going to predict. They don't have anything to dodge with. So Astro right there is the Rosalina, so we plan on shocking him and Sunny before the boxes. Joe and Russo. Joe has a star and Russo uses his bill, and they both dodge. Russo takes first. Joe then comes from behind and takes second. So right now we went from bottom 3 to top 2, and Sunny and Jordan, sorry, not Astro, Jordan, or is it Jordan? Not sure, but yeah, right now they're like catching up, trying to beat everyone, and I'm in last, and I don't know why I didn't suicide bag, but it's fine. I still get it anyways again. So I get 2 shocks, but there's no one in a dodge item at the end, so there's no need to use it, especially since Spider's in a star. So I'm just gonna use it just to show off that I got another shock. No other reason, it's just for fun. And we get first, and Russo gets third because he gets blued at the end. It was a really terrible thing because Russo kept getting lots of bad luck this GP, so, but it's fine. I guess he still got third, so Russo's amazing like that. And so right now we have top 3, and I hit the car on purpose, trust me, it's on purpose, just because Sunny gets the bill around this time, so I kind of want to stop. I get a TC and want to pass it off to them before I go backwards, and there's this ST guy over there that wants to entertain me, as I like to call it, because I'm like, it's not to be arrogant or anything, but they usually don't get it, so I usually say they entertain me. Anyways, I thought he got it there, but he goes forward, touches a box, and during that time I'm in 9th, which is the new last, and I get the shock, so I was kind of wondering what the hell he was doing. He threw himself off the course. That was kind of stupid, because I took that as an advantage to go forward. So around this time, Sunny had to use his bill because of a POW, so I shock, and he dodges, and we had top 2, I believe, at this point. And so I keep going forward, which is kind of odd because there is enough time to get a second shock, but I don't know why. I just felt like I should have kept going forward. I probably should have reversed though to be safer, but it doesn't matter because I went here just to let him go for a box first because I want him to get the bill. If he gets the bill, then I can use that to my advantage. And fortunately, I think he gets the bill. I'm not sure, but I get the shock. So, whatever it was, something decided that I should get the shock in 8th. And so right now I'm in a good spot. I get another shock. We have top 2, believe it or not. We had top 3 before, but something happened to Russo, like a bomb or something landed on his face. But we still have top 2. And then Joe backspams 2 of them. And then Jordan uses his star, and I dodge him, so we get top 3, and Russo gets like 8 or not 8, 7th or 6th, something like that. So it wasn't that bad. It's just the fact that Jordan dodges at the very end, so that kind of helps because it didn't screw up our top 2. So we end up getting good spots, and I'm here just racing. Since I'm a lap ahead, I don't have to worry about anything. I think it was K that was bagging. I don't know what he's bagging in a 4v5. I don't know who told him that was a good idea, but especially against me of all people. Anyways, I got 2 shocks that race. Really happy. We get top 3. Russo gets 6. So that's a good way to end that race. So now we're going on to MKWii. I was about to say BC3 for whatever reason. And so I start off stopping just in case they want to throw themselves off the course, and then they teleport all the way back. You know what, the typical thing I do to trick people to think I'm front running, but I'm actually not. Anyway, so I keep going forward. You waste that golden. I'm not sure if Spider wanted to bag or not, so I kind of just stopped just to be safe. I don't want to risk it. And so I go backwards, and the game decides that, oh, it's time to give you the shock. So I got another shock instantaneously, like around 30 seconds. Probably like 32, I think, because I wasn't actually stopping at the box. So I have the shock right now. But Shadow Team, I think at this point, has like top 3 or something. No, hold on, let me see it. They have top 2 with a good amount. Never mind. Russo's in 3rd, so that's good because Russo's a beast and he manages to take 2nd later on. But right for now, they have top 2 with a good lead, which kind of sucks. We were thinking of maybe target shocking, but decide against it after the fact that no one has a dodge. Like seriously, it's like 3 laps and of all people, Sunny can't get a dodge. What is this? The world is going insane. But anyways, they have top 2 and Joe is in like 8th, I think. Yeah, I don't know where he is, but he's getting a dodge. And Sunny's trying to get a mega in 6. I remember that. So their top 2 gets a little bit not as far as ahead because Russo, he's a beast. He goes into 3rd. He keeps catching up to them. And for whatever reason, the Funky fails around here. I don't know if you see him getting hit. So Russo's in 2nd now. So at this point, we decide that it would be best to target shock first, even though we don't have any dodges, but it's just because we want Russo to get into 1st, so we target shock first. One of them dodges, which really sucks, and Russo's in 1st, but then Shadow Team are pro and pull an instant blue shell and fire it and hit Russo right around there. So right now they dodged the shock. They have like top 2 or top 3. Russo just got blued. I don't know where Joe is, and I don't know where. Well, I can see Jordan. He's around 5th, I guess. And I'm kind of amazed at the positions we get because we were in a really bad spot at this point. So, like, the Funky in 2nd hit something, so luckily, thanks to that, we get like 2nd and 3rd, so our race wasn't bad. And I almost hit Sunny there. It was really scary, but I didn't. Luckily, I didn't. I warned him about it like 20 times. I was like, Bill coming, get away, but nope. I almost hit him anyways. And so we got a good positions considering the fact that they had like a good top 2 and a good top 3 after the shock. So we got 2nd, 3rd, 6th, 8th. I'm not sure what I didn't see the other positions, and that's the end of the GP. So we did well. We actually caught up a lot, but it was kind of unfair for Shadow Team because they were at a 4v5 disadvantage. So we're starting in Sherbert Land, and I don't know why I do that. Like seriously, I think it's for fun, but that would just be lying. I think I just completely failed at reversing. At least I'm being honest with you guys. I failed at reversing and fell off the course. So I'm racing on Sherbert Land. Oh, and I'm gonna try to get the shock just cause Sherbert I think Sunny gets the bill like at 30 seconds around the cave boxes. I don't know if you see the cave boxes over there. He gets the bill, or maybe he got it before. I don't remember, but he has the bill. But I don't know why I decide not to just stop at the boxes and cycle through items. It's much quicker. I guess I'm an idiot for that. I really shouldn't try to race. It's a waste of time. It really is. And sometimes they manage to get it because you're not trying your hardest to get it. It's best to just cycle through items and stop when someone has the build than it is to try and race and get it. I'm just saying. That's what I find. I don't know what I'm doing here. To be honest, it's really hard to get a good position if you get the shot because you end up holding it for a good amount of time if you want to use it effectively. So I'm wasting stars. I'm still not getting it. Sunny's still holding the bill, luckily. And then he gets random green there. It was kind of stupid. I told him to use it, but he decides, oh no, I'm gonna hold it. But later on, he realizes he's pretty far ahead. I mean, pretty far behind. So he hits something there. I don't know if you can tell. So he uses it there to catch up. I'm trying to get it during that time. And I get a star, waste it, get another star. Oh no, wait, never mind. I don't get another star. I get the shock, which is really good. Now we have, unfortunately for us, I think they have first, but first really fails right there. I don't know what he was doing. He just drifts far to the left and dies. So now we have top 2 and Jordan. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I swear. So Jordan, it has a mega, and I tell him to chain first set of boxes on the cave, but I'm not gonna shock him unless he tells me that no one's in something, like in a star or anything. So he chains and no one's in a star and anything, so he dodges in a mega. He gets some golden or triple shrooms of some sort, and it helps him catch up to third, actually to second actually. So we get top 3 because we had top 2 before the shock, and I shocked, no one dodged but us, and I got rid of their item, so we got top 3. And Sunny got 9th, unfortunately, because he couldn't pull a star. What is this? This game is crazy today. And so we're on Maple Treeway, and I feel bad, but I sped it up. I sped up the video because I didn't get the shock, so there's no point in watching this, but I decided to include it anyways just because it wouldn't be honest to ST, whoever got that shock. I don't know who it was, but it wouldn't be fair to them to not show the video where they got it and I didn't, so I upload this video. So I'm scrolling through items, actually, and unaware of the fact that they already have it, because I think they got it pretty early on, because otherwise I would have gotten it. I know I would have. So I'm scrolling through items. I don't remember what positions we have. I know they're good beastie positions at the end of that 2. Because I remember we had like top 3 by a good amount. And so right now I'm scrolling through boxes, and obviously unaware of that fact. And now I remember, I think Russo's in first and Sunny in second. So we're in good spots right now. Joe, I believe, is in like 6 or something, or maybe we have top 4 actually. I don't remember, something like that. And so we have top 2 by a good amount. I know that for sure. Sunny and Russo are 10, so they have top 2 by a lot. And I was trying to get it there, no luck. Get the bill. Keep scrolling through items, and I think Joe is in third. So they shock around here. They get 4 of them in the cannon, so 4 of them dodge. But our top 2 had a nice lead. So even though they shocked 4 in the cannon, we still kept top 2 due to the fact that they were just too far ahead. And so we're doing well so far. And around this time, I think someone gets hit. Not sure. I know Astro gets the bill around the end. I don't know if you see him using it right there. He's the one Funky Kong building across the screen, and I tried to get it in that time, but the game is really unfair and decides not to give it to me while he's in a build. I mean, he was holding it so I could get it and dodge him so that we could get top 3, but I couldn't get it, so we get bottom 2 because something happened to Joe, I forgot what. And so we go on to the next race, and that Maple Treeway made me realize the fact that this is why I should stop and reverse rather than try to race, because sometimes they can get it during the time that you're wasting your item and racing at the same point rather than just wasting it and grabbing boxes constantly. So I decide to kind of trick them right there, but it doesn't work. KS stops. So I go backwards, reversing, and I'm kind of afraid because Sunny's holding the bill. Or someone is, I can't remember who. So I touch a box in last because he's kind of stopped for waiting for the 30 seconds to pass. And so I get the shock. He threw himself off the course, so that gives me a huge advantage. Because I use that to drive forward and get away from him. I don't want him to hit me, I mean. And right now, they have top 2. Is it top 2 or top 3? They have good spots, I'll tell you that. They were definitely killing us right there, because if Russo's not in first, then we're not doing well. Anyways, so I'm holding the shock here because we didn't know when to use it. They actually stopped at the cannon, so we kind of just said, let's just wait till next time. There's no need to rush it. And so first place gets blued, which really helps us because it shortens the gap. But he still remains in first, and I think Russo's in third. They're getting hits constantly by something. So they have top 2 or top 3, something like that. The guy's trying to hit me, but clearly failing. So I just take 2 boxes, and hopefully that annoyed him. And so he's right here. He almost gets me. Like I was afraid of getting Starbash right there. Luckily he doesn't, and they have top 3, like Shadow Team does. So we wait for top 3 to pass the cannon, and we shock, and I get Joe and Russo in the cannon, so that really helps. I'm not sure I'm not sure if Sunny was in it or not, or Astro. But I know I dodged Russo and Joe, so they managed to get into top 2 positions by an okay amount. Not like super good, but good enough. So they have top 2, and Astro is in. I don't remember who gets third. I know we get top 3, but I forgot who gets third. Someone gets shrooms or something, and yeah. They race up, and I get the shock here, but no one's in the dodge. They even tell me we're not gonna dodge. I have shrooms right before I get it. I was like, if I get it, should I spam it? And they tell me no, so I don't. So I use this shock to shock K after the boxes, and I'm like, if it gives me the bill, I'll beat him. It gives me a star, so I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter. If the next box is the bill, I'll beat him. But the game decides to troll me and decides that it would be better to give the bill to the guy in 9th, so K beats me. So right there, results end. Oh, we didn't get top 3. Never mind. We got top 2. But yeah, that was expected because they dodged the mechanic. So yeah. And so we're going on DDR, and I wish I did the DDR gamble, as I like to call it, just because I got trolled massively here. But you'll see why in a sec. I don't want to spoil it. But I should have done the DDR gamble just for lulz. Since I'm in second, we have top 2. I don't know why I'm in second though. I shouldn't be doing that. I promised myself I would stop trying to race. And I almost hit Russo there. Oops, sorry. I obviously reversed. Don't want to let them get the shot easily, so I kind of just do that. No reason whatsoever, just for fun. So I get a star, thinking he may have it. I'm like, okay, let's just star bash him. So I kind of pretend that my item is a banana. I banana him and then psh, star bash. And I don't know what I hit out of him. Yeah, whatever I star bashed out. I don't know what it was, but I star bashed him a couple of times. He goes forward, so I go thinking that I'll get the shot because I'm in last, but the game only gives me a star, so I'm like, oh well, that's fine. And so I kind of give away the fact that I have the shot by taking the cuts, which sucks. I shouldn't have done that. I use a golden to just waste it, but I still want to pretend I have it, so I can then just stop there. And then he gets it at 9th and spams it instantaneously. I don't think anyone dodged, so I don't know I don't understand what he was doing. I guess he just spammed it because he didn't think he was gonna get it. I'm not entirely sure. But nonetheless, I'm in last. They just got one shock, so I kind of feel like shit. I don't know why I didn't get it, but okay, game decides to try. And I get rid of that red shell because I don't know if you saw before, but there was a star on the crown. And I always like to watch stars just because I'm always afraid they disappear. And I find that whenever I'm watching them, they tend to not disappear. Not sure if it's true though. I've never actually tested it. I just find that if I watch it, I can be sure that it hasn't disappeared by the time they get there. And so Joe, who's in first with, he was in first with triple shrooms actually, or two shrooms, something like that. He gets it, and Sunny's in like second. And we do good. We finished the race really well, but they got two shocks. I don't know if you saw that. In the shock, they kind of killed me. It didn't really matter much, but they got two shocks. Which really sucks. So this is how the MKC match. We did really well. We caught up after the first GP where I really failed, like utterly. So I'm kind of glad with the results. And good games, Shadow Team. I had fun. I thought it was fun that K entertained me. So good games, and I'll see you next time.